Well, yuck. What do you even do with a hand like this? You hate to see it in the tournament game. That's all I can say about that. That is all I can say about that. Well, I've got nothing to really support UNMI, so let us two. I've got flooding and I've got towing a comet. So that would be my play if I went UNMI. I would flooding to get the TR. Then I could towing a comet to get that TR. I can grab Mars U. Alright, so let's think through my options here again. So I'm Phobolog. I start with 40 bucks in titanium. I can open with Soletta and just get the heat going, which is fine. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Heat progresses. I've got Lichen, protected Habs, and that's basically it. I go U and MI. I can flooding for the 2 cards. I can towing a comet the next gen, which is pretty expensive, but okay. Thing is, if I do that, I'm looking to take like 2 plants instead of that puts me in 3rd position to convert, which sounds really bad to me. Oh, but I got protected Habs, so it's not the end of the world. So let's think about this U and the MI line. Take protected Habs, I take flooding, Mars U, towing a comet, Lichen. Seems okay. So if I take these, I open up with flooding on 2 plants and play protected Habs. So it's 12, it's 15, so that's 27. I use my ability, so that leaves me with 10 bucks left. So I'm at 22 TR, so I'll be at 32. Then that means next round I could keep 2 cards, and I would need to towing a comet into the ocean. That gets, that's not enough. That's 6 still. I don't know. Theoretically, with flooding, I could try and make something work, but it feels inconsistent. I actually feel Phobolog is probably more consistent here. Take the Soletta, take the flooding still, that's completely fine. Take the Mars U, take the towing a comet, and take Lichen. And I open up with Soletta, turn 1, get the heat moving along, get a TR each gen basically, and then hopefully towing a comet, Lichen, Mars U, flooding can work for me. I think I can still play flooding on cards before doing the Soletta line, but I think this is oh no, because I want protected Habs. Alright, well, jeez, this sucks. We'll try the Phobolog approach. It's not great, but I feel like UNMI might be more risky, because I only have flooding and towing a comet, and that's just doesn't feel good. Alright, I'm finalizing it. Oh, it's a Saturn in the game. Well, rip. That sucks, but luckily I wasn't relying on that for my strategy. I can just Soletta and not worry about Jovians too much. Earthcat off the bat? Well, that's really unfortunate. Just gonna play that and hope for the best here. So 7 heat leaves me a little bit low on TR until I can start cranking that up. Hopefully I can get one of these heat productions to get me 8 heat, which will help somewhat. But until then, I'm going to have to count on Mars U to give me a bit of a boost here. Okay, well, I'd have loved to see a titanium mine. I assume he's going to use the action from his industrial center, and he'll definitely be in a commanding development lead. He didn't use the action. Interesting. I assume that means he has no steel targets in hand, or he really needs to play something that doesn't use steel in the next round. Oh man, these were all great cards. Convoy's good, imported nitrogen's great. As it currently stands, I feel like I like Convoy a little bit more than I like imported nitrogen. Though I do hate to pass that. But I think I like Convoy a bit better here. Can help me secure stuff pretty well. Or processor investment loan. Or processor would be fantastic for me if I could get to 4 energy. Investment loan's great because it gives me some extra money. I think I'm going to take the gamble on the ore processor. Caretaker contract could be a consideration since I think the temperature will go quickly with me playing Soletta, but we'll see. Ooh, nice. I guess I'll take this to facilitate ore processor. And a science tag for Mars U if I can ever get it down. I don't know, man. Not looking too good for me. Okay, so I take that. And I can take that. I plan on playing that for 7. I don't know. Fusion power feels okay. I'll risk it. Let's play flooding on the 2 cards. See if that gives me something. Trees and pets. Not really what I'm looking for. Not looking too good for me. Well, now I think that you in the my line would have been more correct finding Convoy from Europa. I'd be able to at least keep incrementing my TR once every gen. And with that on the plants, that would bring me up to 6, and that'd bring me up to 8. So then Gen 4, I can convert. So it's a TR for the first 4 generations. So I think that's probably the better line, but I don't think this is totally wrong. I do get to increase the heat. Whoa! Giant ice asteroid right off the bat, huh? Wow. Aggressive. Okay, he's got some power going now. Well, the good news is that barring some weird asteroid thing, I should get the production here, which gets me up to 8, which feels really good. And Lichen will come online soon as well, which is fine as far as those things go. It's not so bad with protected habs. And hopefully trees will come online soon enough, since we have Soletta and Giant Ice Asteroid was just played. Corporate Stronghold. Okay, he's going all aboard the city train. I would like to get pets down, so that I can take advantage of him doing that. Oh man. Well, I feel like I gotta take the Deimos down. Now heat's really flying. Ooh, there's the nuke power. I would like to get the fuel factory for titanium production, since I am Phobolog, but don't have the power anyway, and I get titanium from ore processor, so I think it's nuke power here. I think it's hired raiders. Local heat trapping, though, does have some benefits. Maybe I should consider that instead, because I will have a lot of heat at the end of the game. Yeah, maybe it's local heat trapping. I can get a greenery with that, maybe. Hmm. Standard tech. Interesting. Alright, so what I'm actually thinking about here, as nice as standard tech can be, if I just take 2 cards, I can standard power into nuke power, and that gets me my ore processor online, which I think makes it worth not doing the local heat trapping here. So I open with the standard power, hopefully no one hits me with the hired raiders. Then I nuke power into standard power, and then play ore processor and start pumping that out. That seems reasonable. Yep. So first I do the heat, then pass, and I pray no one taps me. I also really want to get pets down, because I feel like Tharsis is going to do some Tharsis things, but I just can't afford it right now. I think getting the ore processor online is huge for me. Lets me get a lot of TR, and I feel really good. It's a little strange to play the Trans-Neptune probe. Makes me fear that he has a processor online somehow. Not processor, mass converter or something coming online, which is pretty scary. But he's gonna pass. He's probably gonna pass. Milestone-wise, builder, he's going for it. Mayor, he's probably going there, and I should be doing okay on Terraformer. So I think I'm on track to get one milestone at least. Alright. Oh gosh. Well, I don't think I can give it to this guy, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I currently have Mars U, which is nice, but not much else. Not much else at all. Oh geez, restricted area 2? Oh game, you sure are taunting me. Okay, Space Mirrors is junk, though it does turn on fusion power. I don't really think it's necessary. I'd rather cut the protected valley from purple there. I'm a little surprised they didn't take it, but maybe something better in their draft. One, two. Do I ever take anti-grav, or is it just a super bait? It feels like a bait, but it also feels too good not to take. So I'll just take 2, and I can open with ore processor. I'll regret this choice if they hired Raiders me, because then I'll have to sell 2 cards. Guess I could sell Lycan and Fusion Power if I have to sell 2 cards. He's got 22 money, he's got 20 money. Oh yeah, Tharsis doing Tharsis things. Oh, I wish I could afford to get this pets down. But I'm just too weak. But I'm doing a pretty good job of controlling both parameters right now. And with the O2 bumper going, I don't have to get that many plants down. Deimos in hand also gives me a huge amount of control over the heat track, and I've got 2 oceans in hand, so just 4 more to account for. Oh, the AMC. I'm glad I didn't get baited by that one. He's at 0 money. If he plays Asteroid, then that's unfortunate, but I think I need the TR. See that, kids? That's why you don't go playing Titanium against Saturn systems. Just gonna AMC you. Alright, well, now that we've seen all this, I feel like UNMI was 100% the right choice, because I was able to get a bumper every generation, which is insanely good. Wow. Early Ganymede colony. He's fighting for mayor. Theoretically, you could take it if he standards another city, which would be really bad against the Tharsis, guys. Really bad against the Tharsis. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Wow. These are both really good. I like the Comet because it continues to give me control with my titanium, but Commercial District's also pretty juicy. Ironworks is clearly not the right choice. It comes down to if I want the Comet or the Commercial District. I think it's the Commercial District for me. But it's very close. Alright, so let's see what their stuff's looking like. Nothing. Nothing. So, of these two, which one is more dangerous to pass? Probably the NRA, though both are dangerous. I'll take the CEO's project. Yeah, I don't know. That was a tough choice on the Comet or the Commercial District. Maybe I should have gone with the Comet instead. CEOs, I don't even know if I want that. So I want Commercial District. How are we looking on Planner? I'm relatively on track for Planner, I guess, especially with Restricted Area. I have currently one plant tag I can play, which could go up to 2 and I get to -4. I think it's still worth the gamble, but it could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think part of the reason I'm doing it is because I have so much card draw already. I kind of want, not card draw. TR ability already, and I'm pushing a tempo game. That can help me out with that. So what do I want to do here? I can play Mars U, which cycles me a card. But what do I cycle? Fusion power? Maybe I should have played Pets, actually, instead of taking that oxygen bump. That might have been wise. Okay, just looking to draw some cards. I assume Tharsis is going to claim their milestone now, and they'll probably claim Builder 2. So that leaves me probably grabbing Planner, and that's all I'll be able to get this game. Could also consider playing Lycan since I took the NRA. Wow, didn't see that one coming. Okay, now I need to make my decision. Do I play pets, or do I go with one of these lines? Or do I restricted area? I could restricted area for 4 money back, or I could go down here for 5 money. So I guess I do the 5 money, though up there it has the advantage of blocking that spot for him, which is nice. Which do I prefer? Yeah, I guess I hold off on the pets. I do want to play them, but I feel like I could do better. But I also want to get Mars U value, which I can't do if I play restricted area first. But like I said, the worst thing I got in my hand is fusion power. So let's see, I could play this for just overpaying 1 for 6 up there. And then that can afford me to Mars University. Then with the money back, I could then restricted area. That feels reasonable. So let's Mars U then. And I don't know. I'll cycle fusion power. That seems the most meh of my things. And we'll see what they do here. What I get? Moss. Okay. Does that change my plan now? No, I don't think so. I can still use towing a comet to get the plants if I need it. So that gets me lichen, moss, and trees as my options. I think I still overpay here. Do it up here for the 6. Then I can restricted area up there. Huh, GHG. That's okay, but I don't know, I think 9 heat's good enough. So I think I cycle that. Oh, nitrophilic moss? Lol. That's pretty good. Colonizer. Okay, can play that later. And we'll just pass at that. So I got moss, nitrophilic moss, and lichen. So that's all I need. I feel like passing this is a mistake, so I'm not going to. I do hate passing cupola, but it's the way things go. If yellow can take the city before milestone before purple can, that suits me just fine. Having split milestones is a big advantage. Penal mines to the guy that already has all those Jovians. I do really like Tech Demo though, because it is such a card draw for me with Mars U. I don't know. It feels kind of wrong to cut this, but at the same time, I don't really want him to have it. So I'm going to take it from him. Hackers. I don't need to worry about ants, so I'll just cut the hackers so no one gets the idea that hackers parole -2 Phobo log. Okay, so do I want to take quantum? It feels okay. Thing is I'm not even sure I'm going for planner. Now it looks like I could just go for a terraformer. But quantum plays into my line well enough with Mars U that I'll grab it. GHG feels a little out of the way, but especially with ants being around. I think I avoid that. Right now, my goal is to try and play the Mosses and Lichen, so I can then play the NRA. I'd like to play Pets at some point, but that just seems like it's never going to happen. Space elevator. Alright. He's got a lot of money. And a fair bit of points too, but that is one Jovian multiplier already played. Okay, he claimed both. That's unfortunate. I'm going to keep going on the TR train. So next turn I'm going to be at 31. So yeah, unless yellow's going to push me on Terraformer, which it doesn't look like he is, and it doesn't look like anyone's pushing me on Planner either, I probably will have the Terraformer milestone. Sold a patent. Incoming IO mining industries? 2 Jovian molts is really annoying. Tropical resort? Not exactly what I would choose to do. Algae. Well, man, getting all the plant cards. So how do I want to approach this? I can Lichen, which lets me play Moss. Alternatively, I can Towing a Comet for 19, which gives me 7 money, which means I could not play Algae anyway. But do I even want to play Lichen when there's all these goodies in the next turn? Tough one. These are now the ones I want to play, so that's going to cost me 22. I'm going to skip for now. We'll see what they have. See if he plays the IO. That's the only one that really makes sense to me. He played Space Elevator with no source of steel income. Wonder what his plan is for that. Oh, okay. Playing strip mines, so that's his plan. Alright. Well, he's definitely pushing me on Terraformer now. What's the cards looking like? 4, 8, 14. Maybe Planner is safest then. I should be able to hold off on that. I don't think he's going to convert in oxygen. If he does, I'll be kind of annoyed, but I'd rather greet it. So, in that case, I think Lichen here is... Thing is, I want to play those instead, rather than Lichen. Lichen's just expensive for what it gets me right now. Alright, I'm going to pass. I can just claim Planner here. Don't have to go the terraforming route as long as I find even one card that's buyable. Adaptation technology. Or worms. Well, I don't really care about Great Escarpment, so I guess I'm taking adaptation technology. What a awful hand. Hopefully my opponents pass me something better. Nope. No, they have not. Tardigrades is an okay card. It's just too late for it to be any good. Kind of feel the same about all the rest of these. I think I'll take the Magnetizer. Symbiotic Fungus would have been fun. I think I take the Breathing Filters, and I think Breathing Filters is the only... Well, I could consider Magnetizer with my Quantum here. But that's a low priority for me. So let's do the math here. So I want to Towing a Comet, which is going to get me the plants I need in order to play these guys. So that's 22. And that is going to be... I want to play that late as well, because I want them all to pass so they can't get the oxygen bump from it. So that is going to be 8 off that, 15 and 22, plus 8 from claiming the milestone, so that's 30, so $45. Or mega credits, rather. So I can take this, and I could take Magnetizer, which feels okay. I will have a use of this power at some point. So I'm going to slow play here to try and get this oxygen bump in my power. And next turn, I want to play the NRA. Problem is, I don't really have a... Oh. Well, now, that kind of changes my plans. Now I can just play Algae, and I don't have to play the Towing a Comet right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and claim. Play it safe. Extreme Cold Fungus. Punished for not taking any of the microbe tags. So now I can Algae into Moss, into Lichen. And I can ignore Towing a Comet unless, I want to take the oxygen bump, which I might. I also kind of want to play Colonizer Training Camp if I can, before it loses its O2. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm taking too many cards here that aren't all going to synergize together. I feel like I'm chasing a few too many paths here. I got my NRA path, which I think is fine. And I got my science path, which I'm not as big a fan of, but it's okay. Then I got like random stuff going on here with my building tags. Don't know. But I think plant production with NRA is reasonable. It should move this game towards a conclusion, which I'm fine with as long as this guy doesn't find too many more Jovian multipliers. Ah, that's so annoying. There goes my colonizer. Well, guess I should have done that first instead of drawing. Rip 2 points. Luckily I didn't buy the card, or else I'd be really annoyed. Just drew it. The good news is that by converting, he has given me the O2 bump such that I don't even have to play Towing a Comet to take it. Which is very nice for me. And I don't think he got any benefit at all from the animals or microbes, so that was kind of a wasted one, I'd call it. Sold a patent. Okay. Ooh, 5 science. I am very glad I didn't pass him any of these science cards. Good news is I'm going to be competitive on scientist if he funds it. I'm competitive on everything but banker, honestly. Or I will be. Miner, actually, I'm not competitive at all. Who am I kidding on that? But I don't think they'll want to fund miner. They're going to want to spend their minerals. Immigration shuttles. Interesting. So let's see, I'm going to have 3 titanium to go towards it. I'm going to go ahead and take it. So I've currently got $8 going towards NRA, which means I could play it now, but I'm just 1 plant tag short. I don't think I want to sell the 7 cards here to do it. So I think I'm just going to Protected Habs myself, keep it safe. And it's tempting to play pets now. Because I can still afford the Moss and the NRA with minimal problems, I'd say. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play it now. I feel like more cities are coming, and I want to be able to play them. I mean, I want to be able to get the pets value from them. Okay, well I'm definitely cutting this. I am not letting him have that multiplier. I really wish I could have that science tag, because that'd be fantastic, but not giving another mult to that guy. Oh wow, shuttles in nuke zone. Hmm. I do like shuttles. Problem is that it turns off my bumper. Well, Nuke Zone gives me a tile and the ability to teleport, so I don't have to provide anything to them. I think I'm going to take the shuttles, because with Deimos I already have a lot of heat control. Rover Construction's also good, but not as good as shuttles, in my opinion. Mineral Deposit feels pretty good. Basically pure profit. And I've got enough steel dumps, even with Deimos steel, that it'll come in handy, I think. Noctis City came back. It's not the best Noctis City, since there's already a place there. I don't think I care too much about it. I'm just going to use Commercial District, I think. So just take these two, I believe. Alright, get that heat, and now let's double check my math. This is 19. Yep, so I'm good here. Go ahead and Nitro Moss. I do want to get the shuttle value, but it's just not happening. I need the power right now as I continue to push this game along. Maybe after the end of next gen it'll be okay, because it'll be at probably 10%, because I imagine purple's going to place a greenery in the near future. I could sell a few cards if I want to. Rover Construction, Cloud Seeding. Okay. Hit my heat. It's a little rude of him. Let's go ahead and double check. I have the 3 plant tags. Let's go ahead and play NRA then, before I get like sabotaged or anything. Draw my card 2. Doesn't really matter. Sponsors. A little late for sponsors to pay off, I think. Okay, he's going ahead and playing the Nuke Zone. Interesting. Well, now with the heat bump being under whatchamacallit, congestion, I don't think I'm going to take my heat bump just yet. I'm gonna wait and see. Bushes and indentured workers, huh? Let's just sell a card to see where this thing's going. I definitely feel like next turn it's okay for me to turn my bumper off. Get the shuttle's value going. Bad news is he's going to be able to convert his plants here, but the good news is I'll probably still be able to kill a fair number of them. Then with that excess steel, oh, okay. He's really pushing it here. Now I'm wishing I could plant my trees. Okay. So he just got all that. So that's a little annoying for me. Need to be careful now, because I could definitely be in a losing position. But I am in control of the O2 track for the most part. So I just need to not play it if it looks like I could lose. Ed Lab, okay. Up to 7 science tags, it's pretty good. It might be time for me to fund Thermalist. Wow. 7 plant prod. Yeah, we're definitely at the point where I could be in trouble. Maybe I should fund Thermalist. How many cards do I have to sell? Lichen, Colonizer, Sponsors, Antigrav? Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Antigrav. Play all that, fund Thermalist. That way I am leading on that by a fair margin. I think that might be right. These cards are just not gonna get played. This could come back to bite me if someone has optimal arrow breaking, but with the heat being so close and most of the non-heat related events being seen, I don't see a point in them. Also, Rip Deimos, never got the chance to play it. So he's got like 1, he's got like 1. So I don't know, I'll give it to purple since he's the scariest. So that basically gives us a close to... Purple's definitely winning right now, though. Okay. If I pass this to him, what are the odds that he cuts the IO? I'm hoping pretty good. So I'm going to take the livestock from him and trust that he cuts the IO mining industries. I'll be pretty annoyed if he doesn't. But this should all be very unappealing to him. He should recognize the threat. Oh, fish. Okay, I'll take that too. So what am I going to play here? Definitely going to play fish, I think, on him. Now that's the question of, do I also want to play the livestock? Livestock is an additional point. If it goes 2 gens, then I am basically paying 16 for 2 points, which doesn't feel that good. I think 12 for 2 points is much better. Artificial lake feels like a no, but it could be a yes. It does risk speeding the game up, but with the steel it's not awful. But I already have a target for the steel. Two points for 15 versus like 1 point for 16. I feel like I'm walking into a trap because they both pass this, so that means they probably have an ocean event. I'm just going to take the fish here, I think. And I'm going to need to be very careful with allowing it to end here. Wow, scientist and miner funded. Okay. Well, at least I'm second on scientist. So we'll give those to him. I'm going to say I'm at 7. I'm going to put him at 4. That's basically his generation. Okay. Raise the heat. Let me draw a card. Adapted lichen. Not that good. Well, I think I'm always playing fish here. Okay, he took the land claim. That's great news. That means purple did the right thing and cut the Jovian molt. Awkward, awkward, awkward. He played it? Okay, well, I guess he's not ending this gen, huh? Boy, don't know if I agree with that. I'll keep passing for now. I kinda need a city right about now. Wow. Okay, he's getting power for the intent of trying to steal Thermalist, I guess? Keep playing a little slow and thinking about this one. I'm currently down by 7 points against purple. I think what I would like to do is I would like to create a city. Oh. Oh, my friend. I will not allow that to go unpunished. Alright, I am now much closer than I was. So I can play Magnetizer and I can start taking that energy each turn. But I also want to make sure I can play a city next turn. I should be able to. So this is 2 for 11 basically. That seems fine. Do I want to take the heat? I feel like I should probably be conservative for now. Let one accrue. And I'd like to take the TR as well, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because I'm currently having to give it to someone. So I think I'll pass here. I might have to standard city. Feels like a media archives. I've played 4, he's played 5, he's played 3. 4, 5, and 3. Well, technically, it is money. Anyone else have anything to even eat from predators? No. And I've already seen one. The only question if there's a large convoy out there. But I'm going to say I don't think there is. I'm going to take this card. Oh man, advanced ecosystems. No, I don't have any microbes. All those earlier microbes I threw away. I'm being punished. And he had microbe. I'm surprised he didn't take that. Man, rip the tardigrades, huh? Would have been sure nice if I could have gotten that. Oh, you're taunting me now, game. Oh, you think you're funny. So 7 and 5 is 12. This is already a 1 mega credit profit, so it's worth taking. I'm gonna say no to this because the odds of me drawing a microbe tag are very low. And small animals, I'm not sure if we're ending this gen or not. If we are, then it's in my interest to not take it. So I'm going to say no to that as well. I'm just going to take the 1. Well, that's incredibly good for purple. They just got a whole host of points. I could very much lose here if this stuff doesn't work out, which feels bad. So how best to set this up? I have at least 3 greeneries, so I think it is best to go up by Thalos by myself. If I go here, if I go beside his city, I'm risking an urbanized area, which feels bad. The other alternative is I could city over here in the south, but that only gives me 3 spots. It doesn't feel good. None of this feels good. I wonder if I should even play my greeneries, or if he could just standard into another greenery, which would be bad. I don't know. Not looking good for me here, guys. Should have gone UNMI. Hopefully Dayman doesn't decide to try and end it. Okay. I'm actually happy with that, because that means that purple does not get that. But now he can just standard 2 heat and he could win. Currently, purple is leading me by 9 points, I think. Yeah. He's got just enough money to sell it all and end it, which would be bad if he does. I'm really hoping for one more gen. But if not, then I will... Okay, selling. Just take my fish. So if I take these two... Okay, security fleet. He's getting one more greenery, which means I should go ahead and count. I'm getting one more greenery too. So we can basically say our after scores are even. Though if I play trees, that's 12. That is another greenery. Oh, did he just standard a city? Oh, that's nice. That means it's not ending this gen if yellow doesn't do it. So I should give him one more city point. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't say I really understand that logic, but I'm happy to see it. But this gives me a chance at least to find some way of catching up. Did that get me an extra pet value? Nope. Yellow's not too far behind. Oh, invention contest. Neat. Alright, so I'm down by 8 points. Okay, so I can take one heat bump, and I don't touch the rest. The next gen I take the final heat bump. Putting me at 44. PR. So I'm down by 6 now. Okay, 25 for 3 feels incredibly expensive to me. These guys can do it, but I don't think it's in my interest to do that because it's so expensive. I think breeding filters and gene repair is the better plan. So I'm going to take this. Hopefully Mars U gets me some really good cycles. Imported hydrogen is basically 2 points for me. What is it for everyone else? Nothing. And I'm paying 19 for 2 points. That doesn't seem good. So I think it's rad suits here. Oh, you tease. So technically I could use my steel to use that to draw to see if I find anything better. But that doesn't feel right to me. So let's do my math here. I've got $6 on shuttles if I want to do that, but that honestly isn't any extra points considering that I've got the magnetizer down. So I really am just looking to play gene repair and breeding filters with what's currently in my hand. So that's 23. I got Invention Contest and Media Archives. So I can take the rad suits. I don't think Dev Center's worth playing unless I think I could somehow beat him on the planner. Hold on, I gotta. On Scientist. Let's see what Science counts at. I am 5 behind, so not likely. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think I just take these 2, take my heat bump, and start praying. Alright, Mars, you and all you other stuff, don't let me down. Man, if I was UNMI, I feel like this would be such a better game. Shouldn't have doubted the UNMI. Of course, I wouldn't have had Soletta, so this would be a different game. Okay, yeah. So now he's like 10 points ahead of me. Let's go in breathing filters. Mining area. Not really what I'm looking for. Something to cycle at least. C4. So gene repair on the mining area next. It looks like all she wrote, folks. I don't think I can overcome that. But it does give me an additional point from the pets value. Black polar dust, yeesh. Wow. Did not think he'd play that. Oh, look at these cards. Well, that could help me. I'm at 4 science tags. Cruel mistress. Alright, let's draw then. Biomass combustors, great. Oh, restricted area, you did not really help me out here very much. Well, looks like a second place game for me here, unfortunately. I can't really see a way for me to escape losing here. Or at least getting second. I think I do get second place at least. So I can play Quantum Extractor and Shuttles, but I can't afford Interstellar if I do that. I'm currently at 20 plants, so I don't have a way of getting 4. So I'm just going to have to take these 2 beside my city. So if I play Quantum Extractor, that is 13, and it lets me cycle a card, which should be Interstellar Colony Ship, sadly. So if I do that, then Shuttles is worth 8, and I've got Titanium to bring it down to 4, so then I could play that and Rad Suits, no problem. So I guess that's what I do. Martian Rails, ooh. 7 to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I sacrifice any chance at a miner with that? Nope. Technically the same as selling it, I think. And since it does take an energy from me, I will be conservative and not let my Thermalist fund go to waste. Speaking of Thermalist, what's that looking at? I got him at 8, him at 8, so they're tied there. Okay. So final score I've got is 15 there. I'm winning Thermalist, I'm second on Scientist, and I'm losing Miner. So, yep, that's right. Yellow's winning their 2 awards of Scientist and Miner. And losing Thermalist. Actually tying Thermalist. So 12. And then, Yellow is getting second in Thermalist and Miner. So I got those set up right. Or purple is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think I slightly lose here and I don't see any way out of it. Feels bad. So I get second place in this game. Which, you know, given their production values, I'm not like super unhappy about. But I do hate that I lost. It does feel bad. I think a UNMI would have been a different story. I think the extra TR would have taken me where I needed to go. So I think he wins by 5. 6. Well, that's the way it goes. I was hoping I could make it out of this league without any more losses, but they just had too much production. Tharsis had a very good start with their cities, and with that production I was not able to keep up once they got that plant production up too. Oh well. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna call it in here for the night. Catch you later.